Hi there, my name is Mark Venturelli and I'm game designer at Behold Studios, and I'm here to walk you through, for the very first time, Chroma Squad, our new game. Uh, this is the demo that we're showing at PAX East right now, so if you want to come see us, we're at Indie Mega Booth, so you can play the game. And this is a very early build. It's the first playable that we have for the game, so it's pre-alpha, and it's just a demo. It's just this episode. And if you are one of our early backers, you're gonna get access to this. You're probably playing this right now, not listening to me. But either way, I'm gonna try to make this interesting for the backers as well. So maybe you guys want to stick true, because I'm gonna tell you not only what you're seeing, but also how do we envision all of these features to become in the game, right? So let's start a new game here, and I can explain you what Chroma Squad is all about. So Chroma Squad, in a nutshell, it's a tactical RPG mixed with a manager, and what you are managing is a TV studio that films Super Sentai, which is Japanese superhero shows. So you get to hire actors and buy props and stuff like that and film your episodes, and try not to go bankrupt while you do that. And these episodes, when they're being filmed, they are tactical RPG battles. Simple, right? Okay, so the first thing you want to do is name your studio, which is also the name of your squad. So I'll go with Color Dudes, because why not? Yes, I confirm this. So what do we have here is the actor selection screen. So here you can see all the roles, which kind of like work like classes in our game, and the actors that you have associated with each role. You can also customize their colors, and one of the first things you're gonna notice is that the actors have an actual salary. So this plays off in the budget that you have in the game. So you're gonna have to balance out picking maybe the best actors for the job versus spending the money in that. So I'm gonna give you a brief overview of each of these 5 basic roles that we have. We do have more roles, but they're secret right now, so you can't know about them. These are the 5 main basic starting roles that we're gonna have at Chroma Squad. So first of all, the lead. This is your main leader character. He's kind of like a tank and a buffer kind of character. So he's very good to be on the thick of things, buffing everyone and taking most of the damage. This is the techie. The techie is kind of like your skill specialist. So he has the biggest SP pool. And SP being points that you use to be able to trigger skills and weapons and items and stuff like that. So he's gonna be your most resourceful character. We also have the assault. Everyone is able to deal damage, but the assault can deal the most, not only because he has a basic attack bonus on his class, but also because he can also deal a really good area of effect damage that he specializes into. We also have the scout, which is your most mobile character. He's very swift. He can become invisible, walk through enemies, walk more tiles than everyone else, and he can also be, you can use him kind of like a rogue character, where he goes by himself and stuns the enemies and stuff like that. Or if that fits your playstyle more, you can play him supporting the other guys, like in defensive, focusing on the stuns. And last but not least, we have the assist, which is kind of like our healer slash buffer character. Healer slash crowd control character. The assist is the only one who is able to heal and revive characters and stuff like that without items. And also, the assist can do crowd control. So it's a very good character to have around. As far as actors go, I have my personal preferences. I think I'm gonna go with Michonne here as the lead, because I really like the way that she's super tanky. Even though she's slow, she's super tanky and she has a high counter chance, a huge bonus to counter chance, which means that not only she's gonna survive most of the hits, but she's able to punish enemies that hit her. so we're gonna go with Mission. I'm gonna keep, let me just show you when we chromatize how they actually look. There we go. So this is how they look. You can preview to see the colors and stuff like that. I'm gonna go with a very classic color scheme for this, because since I'm talking and playing at the same time, I don't want to get confused. But I don't want to go with, I don't know, all pink, or maybe you like to go silver and purple and whatever. I'm just gonna go with a very classic, usual kind of setup here, because I don't want to get confused in the middle of the video. So let's go back to the actors view. You can also preview the close color in this view. I like to have Mr. Beaver here, because you just gotta have Mr. Beaver, right? And I like to use Lena Julie here, because I would like to play a more aggressive scout, which is a very good option for if you just want to go there and dish those critical damage. I'm gonna keep Blues here, because I really like him as a techie, because of the special bonus that he has. Also, Alert, she has even bigger special bonus, because you don't want to run out of SP on your assist, because you're gonna run out of heals. But just rename everyone here, and we're ready to go. This should be fine. So let's go color dudes. So I'm gonna give you some time to read the story balloons if you want, or you can listen to my name rambling. This game's gonna have a lot of story. Actually, this is a special episode we did just for PAX, but it represents something in the vicinity of the 4th season of the game. The game is gonna have 7 seasons, and this is the 4th. Each season works like a chapter in the game. You have new mechanics, you unlock new skills and stuff like that. It's kind of like big acts. So this is season 4, which means that you already pretty advanced in the game. You already have a pretty good grasp on the skills and stuff like that, and advanced mechanics. But of course, since this is a demo and it's a trade show demo, it's for PAX, it's gonna be super easy, right? But this is, I mean, the game is definitely gonna have difficulty options, but you won't. If you want to play the game that is more challenging, like if you want to play XCOM with colored jumpsuits, be my guest. I mean, I like a challenge, so this is way too easy for me. It's just for demo purposes, but don't worry, there will be more challenging scenarios when the game is done. So let's just check out our characters here. We can switch with them by clicking them. You see their little portraits here, which also indicates which role they are. And you're gonna notice that no one has skills yet, and that's because they're still on their street clothes. They need to chromatize to morph into their suits, so then they have the skills. So let's see, let's just spank a little of these enemies here. So just very traditional move and attack, like Final Fantasy Tactics kind of stuff. Just moving in. Mr. Beaver's the best. Looking good. There you go. So you're gonna notice that as we spank these poor minions here, that little bar up there is increasing. That is our audience bar, and what that means is that we're doing cool stuff. We're gonna be improving our audience for this recorded episode that we're doing, and this has two implications. The first one is the faster we can fill this bar, the faster we can chromatize and use our suits. And audience is also used for fans, which I'm gonna explain later. But right now, I want to show you guys one of the unique features of Chroma Squad's combat, which we call teamwork. So everyone has this teamwork button here, which is used for two things. The first one I'm gonna show you right now, which is teamwork attacks. So you see that I just used teamwork on Trini, and I'm gonna have Will kind of move into this enemy here, and whenever someone has a teamwork pose or stance like this, and I attack an enemy that is adjacent to him, he's gonna attack the enemy with me, and we're gonna do way more damage than we would if we would attack this enemy individually. So check it out. There we go. That was also enough to fill a bar and allowed us to chromatize, so let's do just that. Look at they go. I love Mr. Beaver's transformation. Okay, so now we're in suit and we have a whole bunch of skills. I'm gonna show it to you guys in the next turn. Right now I want to show, let me see if I'm in a good position to do this actually. We have Mr. Beaver right here. Yeah, maybe that's good enough. So if I wanted to attack this guy, for instance, like Mr. Beaver, he can in this form use Square House Kick, which is a skill that deals AoE damage to all adjacent enemies. But unfortunately, I cannot quite reach one of these two squares, which would be ideal for me to deal damage to all the three guys. So what can we do about that? Maybe Michonne has the answer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna position Michonne right here and use teamwork. When that happens, you can see that these new squares, orange squares here, pop up. What this means is that now that Michonne is there to help me, I can actually do an acrobatic jump all the way back there, like this. So now that I'm in this great position here, I can use Square House Kick for awesome effect. And I can keep using the same guy until he attacks or the turn ends. He gonna still be on the teamwork pose, which means that I can just take Luca here and throw her all the way up there and do this. So that was a very good turn for me. Try to wrap this up right now, and there's no limit for how many teamworks you can use and teamwork attacks you can combine. So for instance, say if I really hate this turtle, like look at its face, I really hate it. So let's just teamwork with everyone and see what we can do about that. Is Will gonna reach that? Yes, he will. Will. There we go. So now I'm gonna teamwork with all of my guys and attack him with all the 5 guys. And the special attack's triggered. So this is how you trigger finishing moves in Chroma Squad. So if you do a teamwork attack with all 5 guys, either if you use ranged weapons, you're gonna form a big bazooka and you're gonna fire. If you use swords, you're gonna like do a special sword slash with all your team members. And of course, if you do these finishing attacks in special situations such as finishing off bosses and stuff like that, you get a huge audience bonus because that's super flashy, right? To use these kind of abilities at the right time. Let's just wrap up this combat here and go to the next, where I'm gonna explain a little bit more about audience and fans and things like that. So this is our first glimpse at the plant boss. It's the first time we're seeing this boss. But before we can smack him into pieces, we're gonna have to deal with these spores and his minions. So they're talking about episode challenges, right? I purposefully ignored these on the previous encounters so I could explain them to you right now. So what you see here called director's instructions, they're kind of like episode challenges. They're kind of like side quests that you can do to make the episode more exciting. So what you get by that for that is extra audience. And if you ask, Mark, why do I need audience if I already chromatize? So audience is not only used to chromatize, it's also gonna convert into fans by the end of your episode. And why do you want fans? Because your studio, your show needs fans if you want to survive. So fans give you money, they buy your merchandise, they watch your show, and it's how your studio gets by. If you run out of fans, if you get too few fans to keep your show going on, your studio has to close and it's game over. So it's an economy decision. If you try to take the risk to do the flashier stuff, to do the cooler stuff, you're gonna get more audience, and that means that you're gonna have more fans and you have more money and stuff to do things at the strategy layer. So what we have here is that we have these 3 spores. They're gonna activate in different turns. So this one in 5 turns, this one in 7 turns, and the middle one in 12 turns. So there is kind of like an order to go here. But again, since this demo is purposely a little bit on the easy side, I don't think we're gonna have much of a problem dealing with these guys. So let's just split here. I gotta go with Michonne and Trini there. So Trini is gonna boost up Michonne because she can't really move too much, and she's gonna use this skill called Eagle Lasso, which damages and pulls guys from distance to me to pull this range guy here. There we go. So you can see we compensated Michonne's lack of mobility with teamwork maneuvers, and the game loves this. If you do this again, extra audience, it's flashier and it's more fun if you ask me. So let's see what else we can do here. So I'm gonna move Will here, try to boost up Luca and Beaver as much as I can. There we go. So to deal with this particular situation, I mean, the turtle hits a little hard, so I really don't want to have this turtle hitting me in the next turn. So what I want to do is use Web Shot, which is one of the assist skills that deal with crowd control. Right now she has 2 skills equipped. The first one is Circle of Friendship, which I can use to heal allies. Right now no one is like, I don't need to heal anyone, but I do want to crowd control this turtle here. Did I mention that I hate turtles? And move up this guy and finish him off with Michonne. There we go. We still have these guys to deal with. This is a great position for another square house kick. So let's do just that. Before I do that, if I do a square house kick, I may have a very good chance to kill both of these guys, but I'm definitely not gonna kill the tank, not gonna kill the turtle. So what I want to do is use one of the techie skills called Find Weakness. With this I can investigate a monster's weakness and debuff their defense. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Move up here, find weakness. So the minion's defense was 5, now it's 3. So this should be maybe enough. Let's see. It wasn't enough, but that was good enough for Luca to be able to finish off this turtle. Let's see. There we go. A very good turn for me. Like I said, this is a little bit on the easy side. Not much trouble finishing off everyone. Teamwork here. Let's pick Trini and finish this turtle off. There we go. You can see why did I use a teamwork attack against that turtle? Because the defense of that turtle is 5, which means that every attack that goes against her is gonna be reduced by 5 points. Which means that if I do 2 attacks, 2 separated attacks, I actually gonna be deducing 10 points of damage, right? But if I do a teamwork attack, it counts as a single damage, so I only deducing 5 damage. So against tanky characters, it's always a good idea to use teamwork. So let's just wrap up this here. Finish this guy off with Luca. Let's see if she can one-shot. Whoa, 18 damage, wow. Just get near this guy here. Okay, that's a wrap. Let's just reduce this guy's defense again. Move up Mr. Beaver. And this time I'm gonna use a skill called Revenge. Actually, this skill should be called Battle Fever. It's just for obvious reasons. But it's called Revenge for some reason. I think it's just the code. We have to fix this. But there we go, to use Battle Fever / Revenge, which for a few turns is gonna give us a good bonus on attack. We're gonna go with Luca there to help him with this attack, which should be more than enough to finish off this guy. And there we go. Now's the time to face the plant boss. And again, this is a very early build of the game, so this boss is not exactly behaving like it should. He will be significantly more complex, play spores and move around and do more interesting stuff. Right now he's just like a punching bag that I can stun, but it's gonna give you a very good idea about the structure of the boss fights. So let's just approach him here. Try not to group up too much because he has some pretty nasty AoE attacks, like so. So he stunned Luca and healed himself. Should be no problem. Let's just start by debuffing this guy's defense. We're not in range yet. There we go. Now we're gonna try to stun him. There we go. Lasso him. And beat him down. Pretty much. Well, Lucas' stun is not wearing off, so we still need to group up and beat this guy down again. Just use a 4-player teamwork attack. But before I do this, I'm gonna use this skill called Lightning Dagger, and watch what this skill does is it allows me to make an attack without actually ending my turn. It does cost SP. The SP costs are not balanced, so you're gonna notice that I could actually just spam this skill and beat the boss, which actually gonna do a little bit just to show you the next stage of the game. And now we finish this guy off, maybe, I don't know. Let's see! Will this be enough to defeat the monster? Nah, not really. So he pushes away, but his days of monstering are done. As we just a few more, there we go. Yeah, it was kind of easy, yes. But yeah, not surprisingly, he does the oldest trick on the monster book, and now he's going giant. But thankfully, we can ask Cerebro to send us a mecha. So, let's go, color dudes. Let's save the city. So the mecha fight is super different from the tactical battle, so I'm gonna need to do some explaining here. First of all, you're gonna notice that it's still turn-based, so I can take my time here and explain everything to you and read the skills and stuff like that. But the way the turns work is different. We have this combat system that we call the combo combat system, and it's like the name suggests, it's based on combos. So just gonna go ahead and make a basic attack here. There we go. So you can see that I did 6 damage, and we have one combo here in the left corner of the screen, which means that now you see that our hit chance has decreased from 90% to 80%, but we have a slightly higher damage multiplier. And this is how the combo system works, and kind of have to push your luck and assess your risks. So if I want to keep trying to hit this monster here, I'm gonna have lower and lower chances to hit him. So let's try again. 80% is too good. Let's do it. There we go. Now we are combo 2, and we have 70% chance to hit this monster again, and our multiplier is even higher. Why don't I just keep pressing the button endlessly? Because if I want to just stop right now and cash in my combo and by doing a defense, I'm gonna get a defense bonus based on how high my combo counter is. So if I want to risk throwing another punch, I'm gonna actually increase my defense if I choose to defend. But if I miss, I'm not gonna get any bonus. So since I'm a risky guy, I'm gonna try it again. There we go. Now we're at combo 3. And once again, my turn goes on until I miss. So if I keep pushing my luck, eventually I'm gonna miss. So let's try combo 4, 60%. Here we go. Wow, that's great. So we have 50% now. Should we push our luck even more? Of course we will. We're probably gonna miss now and the third turn is gonna end, but let's give it a try. Ah, miss. So now's the monster attack. Oh, there we go. So I took 7 damage because I didn't really defend. If I had defended with that much, that high combo counter, I probably wouldn't take any damage at all. So that was a risk that I took there. You're gonna notice now that the plant boss is flailing its arms around. It's signaling us that he's gonna use a skill in the next turn. So I should be prepared for that. The skill here is just a lot of damage. So what we want to do is either knock the monster down before he can cast the skill, or we want to raise our defense as much as we can. So let's try to get a couple hits in. And there we go, don't miss. There we go. Now we have 2 combo. If I stop now, I would reduce a little bit of the damage, but I want to be extra safe. So let's try to use some skills. So the first one here is called Precision Strike. What this skill does is that it deals damage and always hits. So I just get a guaranteed combo here. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. There we go. So now I have combo 3. If I stop right now, I could, for example, use Super Shield. We're gonna give me a huge armor bonus proportional to my combo counter. Since this attack is gonna come at me, that's probably a good idea. But I can alternatively use Sword Strike, which is a final strike attack that ends my turn. But if I hit for 20 to 28 damage with this much attack multiplier, I would definitely knock this monster down. When I knock this bar to 0, the monster goes down and he loses his turn, which also means that he stops casting the skill. Since I'm a very risky, aggressive player, I'm gonna try to do just that. We have 60% chance of succeeding. Let's see. Don't miss, don't miss. There we go. So you see, the monster was knocked down, and now we have a new turn, because he lost his turn. So let's keep beating him. Over and over again. Wow, I'm super lucky today. Combo 5, oh my god. Of course I'm gonna try it again. Oh my god, combo 6. Like, right now we could stop and use the defense. We're probably gonna get 0 damage if we do that. But we could, like, just keep punching the poor guy. And we're gonna bring down this health bar and knock him down. And not even give him a chance to act again. I've been super aggressive so far, and I want to show you the defense. So I'll probably, let's stop right now, because 30% is just ridiculous. Let's stop. And 7 damage, because that's some bug probably. But when the game is done, or at least less buggy, that would be like 0 damage or something like that. So don't worry, let's just finish this fight off. Knocking this guy down. One more punch should do the trick. There we go. And now we have the third and last health bar to deal with. Let's try to finish this guy off with a sword strike, because we're awesome, right? Ah, miss. Luck can only take you so far. And here comes the skill again. Let's see if we can deal enough damage to bring this guy down. We won't really. So right now I want to just use the super shield. So let's do that. Wow, 18 damage. Okay, we're still good. 3. So sword strike's probably gonna finish him off. 60% chance. Let's see if we can get a big finisher. Come on, come on. There we go. So if you do that, you can earn big audience bonus if you finish a monster with a finishing attack. So that was it. I hope you liked this brief overview of how tactical combat is looking at Chroma Squad. Again, keep in mind this is a super early build. We're definitely gonna keep improving this. If you're an early backer, if you backed on the early alpha tier on Kickstarter, you can play this right now, so probably check your email or something because it's gonna be there. And once again, we're here at PAX at Indie Mega booth, so please, if you're around, come check us out. We love meeting new people. So thanks very much and see you next time.